Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Where to even start? Kind of the question every day. Where do you even begin? Just so much. Whew. A story I really love is the fact that the president is talking about bringing the troops home from Iraq and Afghanistan. It's only been 20 years, you know. I mean, let's not get hasty. It hasn't even been a 100-year war yet. Come on. Why would you bring them home? Just leave them there forever. What? What's the problem? So he's talking about bringing them home, getting them out of harm's way. And Nancy Pelosi's pissed off about it. She doesn't want him to. It's everything. What? Absolutely everything he says they oppose. It doesn't matter if they used to be for it. If he's for it now, nope, we're not for it.
Wow.
Is that amazing? She's just incredible.
Seriously amazing.
Absolutely incredible. Also, we still have the election being kicked around, and it's so strange because if you were to listen to the president's lawyers, it legitimately sounds like they've got serious evidence here that could overturn this election. And then you look at the news, and it's like, well, it doesn't seem like it now when I look at the stories that they have absolutely nothing. They've been slapped down in every court appearance, it seems. Mm-hmm. Virtually every court appearance, they've lost already. So I don't know what's going to come of that. You know, I actually had a glimmer of hope yesterday when I listened to Sidney Powell. Mm-hmm. Sidney Powell sounded like, man, we got all kinds of evidence. It's coming at us like from a fire hose.
Right.
Really?
That was promising.
Yeah, it sounded very promising.
And maybe we just haven't gotten to the court cases yet where you get to use the fire hose? Because yesterday didn't feel good at all.
No, it didn't. It sure didn't. And in Michigan, there was in Wayne County, Michigan, they were going to not certify the vote. Mm-hmm. They voted not to. I think they deadlocked it 2-2. The two Republicans on the pedal weren't going to go ahead with certifying the vote. And so the president tweeted out, wow, all right, you guys are very brave, thank you. It's about time, and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And by that night, they had certified the vote.
Wait, what now?
Well, yeah.
You just said that they didn't.
Yeah, they weren't going to. They weren't going to certify. And then, of course, the pressure came, and people started yelling at him. And so they were like, oh, wait, okay.
We didn't want to have to show you that we had these photos.
Yeah.
But we have them.
But
you'll certify.
So maybe you better certify. And they did. They certified. They certified the vote in Michigan. So.
Okay. Well, so we still have Pennsylvania, right? That's looking good, right?
Well, let's
have hope with that one.
Take a look at that.
Right.
Maybe we could just take a look-see here.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania Supreme Court rejected Trump campaign's claim.
So we don't have
that observers were denied meaningful access to watch the vote counting in Philadelphia.
Okay, well maybe that's just not the fire hose. Maybe we're still waiting for that.
Right.
And we have the Republican governor and the Republican Secretary of State in Georgia that I'm sure, friendly to Trump's plight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Trump would have won Georgia by 10,000 if he hadn't suppressed his own voting base, according to a GOP official there. Apparently, the things he said about mail-in balloting suppressed the Republican mail-in balloting. So then I don't know. Did they not go to the polls then? Asinine. If people couldn't figure out how critical this was to vote in some way,
I can't help you.
I can't help you. I just can't. I can't help what's going to happen to the country, and I can't help you.
Yeah, yesterday wasn't a good day for Team Trump.
No, it really wasn't.
And apparently the judge in Pennsylvania that Giuliani was arguing in front of didn't seem too impressed with what he was saying. So anyhow,
yeah, his stuff was thrown out as well.
So
he lost.
So we're at what's left now. Don't forget these important dates: Friday for Georgia to certify, Monday for Michigan and Pennsylvania. Those are important places on this red and blue map.
Well, at least the House of Representatives made it official. We do not have a president-elect yet.
Okay. All right.
So that's kind of good.
That's something.
Right? According to the Congress of the United States of America, the House of Representatives, the drafters of the act anticipated 3 electoral situations where there would be an unapparent president-elect.
Okay.
A tie.
Yeah.
A plurality winner. Or the presence of extensive voter fraud or intimidation.
Whoa. Hold on. Hit the pause button on that one.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? The third, of course, applicable to this year, since the Trump campaign has raised questions and filed legal challenges in several states. So
this is something that in 2000 Democrats put into effect because they didn't like the way Florida ended up between Bush and Gore.
Really?
And so now we've got to sort out these allegations, and then we'll get back to you.
Right.
I love it when their own stuff comes back to bite them.
I do too.
Kind of like this montage that I think Grabian put together of Democrats back in 2016 and 2017.
Calling the president-elect, loving him. And
they were loving him.
Yeah, they were loving it. They've always loved him. Here's what they were saying back then about the president.
Donald Trump's win was legitimate.
Protect
So
the
is
lives
the
of
election
those.
legit?
The election was tainted by this intrusion.
I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
You do not consider him a legitimate president?
Does he think that Democrats should put this away, this whole idea of legitimate, illegitimate?
The president's not going to get in the middle of this right now.
I get it, but you didn't answer the question. Yeah. Is Donald Trump legitimate?
I think there's a cloud of questions around what happened and his ties
there could
to
be clouds
Russia.
of questions, and we disagree on things, but honestly, I mean, yes or no? Is he the legitimately elected president of the United States when he raises his hand?
We're counting on our law enforcement community to get to the bottom of these questions. He also won't.
Do you agree with John Lewis? Do you agree that Donald Trump is, in effect, not a legitimate president?
I think that there's no question that the process that elected him was not legitimate.
You agree with John Lewis on what point?
All right. That the president-elect, although legally elected, is not legitimate for all the reasons.
Okay.
I believe, Congressman, that Donald Trump will be a legitimate president.
The legitimacy questions come up.
You say he will be president of the United States, but you're at least reluctant to say he will be the legitimate president of the United States. Is that right?
Figuratively, he is going to be president.
But isn't it more difficult now to work together when you've
Pause
said
it for
flatly
a minute, too.
he's not even...
Okay, keep in mind, these are all in January. These are all in January 2016. Like 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, day of the inauguration.
Right.
This one we're about to hear from Pelosi, day of the inauguration. All right, go ahead.
Legitimate president. I don't recognize his legitimacy. John Lewis said that.
John Lewis said that. No,
you believe he's a legitimate president?
Well, he was elected.
On the fact that Donald Trump can't stand hearing that somehow he's not a legitimate president,
And
that he won
his team
fewer votes than Hillary Clinton.
can't bear to tell him the truth.
And now the delegitimization of the presidency is taking hold within the country.
Do you think it was a legitimate election?
I think that there are lots of questions about its legitimacy.
The 2016 election wasn't legitimate. What does it mean to say it's not legitimate? It's not a legitimate election. You think it was a legitimate election? The time here, Donna. My question to you is: was it a legitimate election? Does it count?
My personal view is that it was not a legitimate election.
So it doesn't count?
Okay. Yeah, it's okay with them, though. It's okay for them to do all of that and call him illegitimate right up until, well, he becomes the president of the United States and then after. I mean, Hillary continued that tour for how long? 3 years, 4 years? She's probably still doing it now.
Still.
I mean, so we can't take a few weeks here and just make sure that what's about to be certified is legitimate. We can't just do that. Interesting. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Apparently, Californians are headed to Georgia for the runoff election on January 5th.
Oh, the Andrew Yang
Yep.
relocation plan?
They're actually doing it. Liberal Californians moving from San Francisco to Georgia to help the Democrats win 2 runoff elections and gain control of the Senate. San Francisco Chronicle documented several efforts from San Franciscans attempting to persuade Georgians to vote according to their political preference Both Senate races in Georgia went to a runoff after no candidate was able to garner 50%. Republican incumbent David Perdue got 49.7% of the vote. Democrat John Ossoff received 48% of the vote. In the other contest, Raphael Warnock got 32.9%, while the Republican the vote was split between incumbent Kelly Loeffler at 25.9% and Doug Collins at 19.9%. Okay, you add those two together, and
carry the one.
Republican should win.
Should
win.
You
by a lot in that race.
Someone in the building was telling me yesterday that, well, first of all, Georgia has made a concerted effort for decades to get a lot of Hollywood stuff happening there. I mean, there's a big production. Obviously, the zombie show that Jeffy loves, right? What is it, Walking Dead?
Yes.
That's based there. So a lot of stuff is shot there. Well, a lot of Californians in that industry, Hollywood leftists, most of them, apparently are registered in the state of Georgia, where they can make more of a difference with the voting. It's what we've talked about. You know, you move to another state and you change the politics there.
This is what we need to do to California.
Right. And these aren't like 3 or 4 actors that show up in Atlanta and say, oh, I'll vote there. This is, I mean, it's a big crew, it's an industry in Georgia now.
That's interesting.
That is, could be the difference in a lot of this, what's happening right now, in fact.
Is there a number of people can call about that?
Yeah, it's 911. Call the authorities. Get them out of your state if they're from California.
Man, put up a fence around Georgia, please.
Seriously.
Erect a wall around Georgia and keep the Californians out. I don't know how many people can afford to do that. Okay, I'm going to move to Georgia. Wait, don't you have a job? Don't you have, I don't know, rent, mortgage, something going on in your state where you live now?
Yeah, a lot of these people
they don't
live off the state.
Yeah.
And so, you see, there are people, and this audience may have a tough time identifying. There's a lot of people, fellow countrymen, who know how to game the system and not work for a living. And we don't have, our brains aren't wired that way. But many on the other side of the political spectrum are wired that way. And they know how to abuse the system that is supposed to be a safety net. Instead, they use it so they can free up their time to manipulate elections.
And that's what they're doing.
Break stuff.
It's exactly what they're doing. Jeez. It's way beyond irritating or aggravating. I mean, it's our country is hanging in the balance here, especially with that Georgia vote. If none of these efforts by the president's legal team are going to work out, we're going to absolutely have to have those 2 Senate seats.
Yeah, but at least
absolutely have to have them.
You have a lot of good stalwart Republican senators who are fighting right to the bitter end, like Lindsey Graham, right?
Oh, my gosh, is he committed right now?
Right? Lindsey
Graham is so committed.
Well, he's
so committed. Here's a look at what he was doing in the, this is in the, there it is.
Oh, look at there.
Well of the Senate.
Aw.
Okay. And,
little fist bump.
A little fist bump and a little tap on the shoulder for, yeah, way to go, baby. That's okay. Good. Look at that. Yeah, sure.
With Kamala Harris, who he... I mean, maybe just being friendly, right?
Yeah.
He's just being friendly, but he is actually working to try to get Georgia to go Trump's way, that's for sure. But anyhow.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He got in trouble yesterday. Yeah.
All right. Well, good.
For reaching out to the Secretary of State of Georgia. So anyhow... But yeah, as whoever posted that said, they when the cameras are off, when they think the cameras are off, they're laughing at you, which is absolutely 100% true.
It is.
But I don't know if that's the best example there.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's not something you care to see right now.
Somewhat harmless, actually.
Yeah.
I see one more time.
One more time, little fist
see
bump.
if that's egregious or not.
And maybe she set him up. She had her hand out there for a long time.
She put it out to fist
bump.
What
is he supposed to do? I don't know.
Yeah, he should put his. You gonna leave her hanging?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the vice president of the United States elect.
Whoa.
Ish,
whoa.
Sort of.
Okay.
Or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not.
And actually, that's pretty tame video
tame.
of a clenched fist from Kamala. I would much more expect it to be raised as opposed to just out horizontal. But who am I?
It does show, though, that they get along. They get along in private. And it's hard to imagine, I think, for most of us, how that's possible. With the ideological differences so vast.
Right.
As vast as they are. And then they can, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Really good to see you. How you been? How you been? We doing dinner still tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could hang out with Mike Lee or Ted Cruz or someone like that, right?
I could not hang out with Kamala Harris.
I could not sit there at the same table as her.
It's impossible.
I just Bernie Sanders?
No.
Oh my
gosh.
Ugh.
No. Couldn't do it.
Hold on.
Elizabeth Warren?
Whoa.
No.
Let's back up. Let's go out with Bernie on karaoke night. And maybe he could sing a little This land was made for you and me. That'd be fun. Karaoke
As
night with
I
Bernie.
went walking. Okay.
And he soar above him.
Soar above me.
That might be fun, actually. Get a couple brews inside of Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a microphone.
Yeah, I bet that communist really loosens up with a few in him. Let me tell you about Omega XL. If you have pain brought on by inflammation, this is something you should definitely try. I had inflammation in my elbow, and man, it hurt to the point where I couldn't pick anything up with my left arm. Started taking Omega XL, and after about a week, I could feel it starting to kick into gear. And after about 2 weeks, completely shut off the inflammation, which is what it does. It's backed by 35 years of clinical research. It's a tiny little gel cap. They take this stuff from the pristine waters of New Zealand. And what's great about this is it doesn't have that fishy taste all day long that you have to put up with afterwards. Pain relievers and topical rubs mask the problem at best. Omega XL neutralizes inflammation that causes this pain and stiffness in joints. So to get you started, when you order one bottle of Omega XL right now, you'll get a second bottle free. Visit OmegaXL.com/Pat. OmegaXL.com/Pat. Buy one, get one free, or call 800-844-4888.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, this is kind of fun, too, because we've got Transgender Awareness Week. Finally. It's finally here. How long have you been waiting for Transgender Awareness Week? Oh, man.
I will say, woof, and not to steal your line, but, this is that time of year where you're like, do I put up my Christmas tree or
your Transgender Awareness tree?
That's a tough one.
It is.
Because I hate it when two holiday seasons overlap.
I know. Yeah, it makes it difficult.
Sure does.
But because it is Transgender Awareness Week, everybody's renewing their criticism of J.K. Rowling because she had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to actually state that women are the ones who have periods. How dare you? She's won hearts around the world, of course, for her Harry Potter series, but during the orchestrated celebration of Transgender Awareness Week, the attacks against her are surfacing again.
And good.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't let her forget.
Right? Rowling, like a growing coalition of feminists and conservative advocates for women, spoke out about transgender ideology that strips women of female identity that recognizes their biology.
Wait, or people with common sense.
Right. Gags science. Gags women's speech and the male-led transgender ideology. Denies women the right to safe, single-sex spaces and protects the integrity of female athletes.
Because you should.
In December 2019, Rowling tweeted support, get this, for May Forstater. She's a UK tax expert who lost her job after tweeting that, quote, men cannot change into women.
Whoa. Boy, that was a simpler time. December 19.
Remember that?
Yeah.
How old were you, though? Like almost a year ago.
Right. And I
don't even think I was born yet.
I don't even think I knew that you could buy a mask in a store.
No.
In December 2019.
You didn't.
Times were simpler when we were just questioning who men and women were.
Despite the statement being scientifically true, Rowling was demonized for her tweet and also for another social media post about some advancing the people who menstruate idea that claim men who live as women have periods. So all people have periods. No. People who menstruate, Rowling tweeted, I'm sure there used to be a word for those people. Someone help me out. Wumben? Wimpund?
Oh, you're close.
Woomud? That is...
Isn't that great?
It's great, and it's amazing because she's super liberal.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. She wanted to turn her classic series into something that influenced your children on the whole gay agenda thing. I mean, she wanted to make a beloved character who we thought the whole time through one way, and then at the end of the series, she says, nope, he was homosexual.
Wait, who's this?
Dumbledore was homosexual.
Oh, wait, no, wait, what? No,
Yeah.
hold on. What? Really?
What? You don't know about that?
I know the actor was.
No, she was trying to say Dumbledore was gay.
All right, I got to check in.
You
with
are
the family.
unaware of that?
My entire family just adores that series, and I
know,
think long
so
about
does mine.
long
So
about
does everybody's.
long about movie 4, not book 4, but long about movie 4. I checked out.
Oh, you did.
So wait, okay, I'm
Clearly
I'm
you
waiting
did
for
if-
the G chat right now.
Yeah. All right.
What in the world? No, I knew the actor was.
Oh, welcome to the world,
Yeah.
Keith. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah. So that's how
wait.
liberal she is.
Spoiler alert for Cody.
Yeah. Sorry.
Please. The series has only been out for 2 decades.
Right.
and obviously it's been spoiled for me because I'm gonna get this in my stack of books right there.
Now, Dumbledore went through the entire series with, I don't think, any evidence that was the case.
Right.
I mean, if you wanted to make that the case, you should have done it in the movie and up front so everybody knows. Not this clandestine thing. Oh, yeah, and by the way, he was gay the whole time. What? No. I'm sorry. Stop it.
Do you hate that, though, when society changes your story?
I hate it.
And you adapt to that as opposed to just writing a freaking story.
Yeah.
And they're doing this with TV shows, too, and characters. And
there's no reason for it. She'd already sold 450 million books. Her movie series has made almost as much as Star Wars. It's like, I don't know, $1.5–2 billion. And now you want to say, okay, no, wait. Because I want to help out an agenda, a special interest group, guess what? One of my main characters. What? Where's that coming from? So that's how liberal she is. And then when she says women are women and men are men, she gets bludgeoned for it forever. And just because now it's Transgender Awareness Week, she's got to get bludgeoned all over again. That's great.
I'm
It's really
reminded.
great.
I'm reminded of a character, and I'm not kidding you. You think I'm not kidding. It's Larry Potter. You've heard of that guy, Larry Potter?
No.
There was a book sold in a supermarket in Baltimore when J.K. Rowling lived there, and this went to court, and there were so many similarities, and I can't.
Really?
Yeah,
that somebody else wrote.
Yeah.
Larry Potter.
Yeah, I think he was I can't find it.
Oh my gosh.
I think he was a magician and stuff like that, and this went to court and everything.
Really?
That's the kind of stuff we need to be talking about with J.K. Rowling, not this.
Yes. Well, yeah, she's got that whole thing that she was divorced and she was impoverished and she went to a cafe and she started writing Harry Potter on a napkin. That's the story that has been jammed down our throats all these years.
I'm gonna go to.
There was a Larry Potter.
Yeah,
that
I gotta
she
find
stole this from.
I gotta find it. No. Remember, I went to court and she won.
Oh, okay.
But I cannot, you cannot find this. It's not. It should be easier to find.
I don't think I've ever heard of.
Yeah,
Larry,
but it was
the Larry Potter story.
It was so.
That's great.
It was so similar, and it was only sold in the city she lived in.
Really?
At the time.
Wow.
When she wrote it on a napkin.
And yet she won her court battle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I gotta find it. It's amazing. Yeah.
Speaking of Transgender Awareness Week, though, conservative commentator and activist Candice Owens getting some fire right now on social media because she blasted a Vogue photo shoot of Harry Styles. So Harry Styles is doing a Vogue photo shoot in an evening gown. And there he is.
What are we? Why?
Isn't that lovely?
Stop.
I like that one in particular.
You like?
There's Larry or Harry.
Is it the ruffles you like?
That's the ruffles. Yeah. And, I mean, so Harry Styles, this sex symbol for an entire generation, out wearing an evening gown out in the middle of nowhere somewhere. And so Candice Owens said, come on now. There's no society that can survive without strong men. The East knows this. In the West, the steady feminization of our men at the same time that Marxism is being taught to our children, not a coincidence. It's an outright attack. Bring back manly men. Okay, so she gets her head kicked in for saying that on social media.
Yeah.
Styles, for his part, said in the magazine in Vogue, there's so much joy to be had in playing with clothes. I've never thought too much about what it means. It just becomes this extended part of creating something.
No.
Now, I'll put on something that feels really flamboyant, and I don't feel crazy wearing it. I think if you get something that you feel amazing in, it's like a superhero outfit. Clothes are there to have fun with and experiment with and play with. What's really exciting is that all of these lines are just kind of crumbling away. No, they're not, Harry. I know you'd like that to be the case. It isn't. It's not the case.
That's gross. Come on.
There's still a difference between men and women and the clothes we wear, as a matter of fact.
It's Transgender Awareness Week. Careful.
Oh, boy. Oh, golly.
Okay.
When you take away there's clothes for men and there's clothes for women, once you remove any barriers, obviously you open up the arena in which you can play. So Candice Owens took a little shot at that, and awesome. She got her head kicked in.
Of course, she's used to it.
She doesn't care.
No.
She said, okay, because I'm getting so much, because I'm trending now on Twitter, let me clarify. Okay. All right, let me clarify remarks. What I meant was, when I said that we need manly men, what I meant was we need manly men.
Oh, that cleared it up.
Cleared it up. I love that she just stuck to her guns.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
That's what
she doesn't give a rat's anus what they're saying about her on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook.
By the way,
who cares?
I do have a breaking news bulletin. It was after the books when Rowling came out and said.
Yeah, I know.
So after. So it wasn't even written
it was
into
after the fact.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, that was the whole point. That was she. Yeah. She all of a sudden now, in retrospect, he was gay.
So I missed that too then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid.
So wait, now I feel dumb. Is the or dumber? Is the actor gay too? Or no, he was the guy. No, it's the guy in the other wizard over in the Lord of the Rings.
It's Ian McKellen.
I get my wizards and actors who play them mixed up.
I occasionally do as well.
Okay.
Now the original Dumbledore certainly wasn't gay, and he died. And the new Dumbledore was also, I don't think, not gay in real life.
By the way, I'm going to print this up for you. But the author of Larry Potter. In 1984, wrote The Legend of Ra and the Muggles.
Holy cow. You're kidding me. What?
But she lost in court.
Was she living in Baltimore at the time?
Yeah, I haven't read that. I'm going to print it up, highlight some good stuff here.
That's incredible.
Right. It tells the story of twin brothers, Ra and Zen, whom the Muggle creatures adopt after their mother sets them up. This is dumb.
Well, she obviously took the Muggle thing from that.
Yeah, but there's other stuff. I mean, so you got the name Larry Potter, you got the Muggles,
right?
And there was something else that I remember reading.
And you say she did win, though?
No, Rowling won. Yeah.
Wow.
Something else here. I'm gonna try to find this out after I hit print.
We've both been amazed on Harry Potter this morning.
Wow. You never know what you're gonna get in this box of chocolates.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Larry Potter and Muggles, and you lost?
Crazy.
It's like having a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl with 17 minutes.
Let it go, Keith. Let it go. It was like 48 years ago. Jeffy coming up with Chewing the Fat. It is great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Got some tweets here. Just too muck and fudge. So it's okay to vote in two different states? That's in relation to one of the court battles being thrown out?
I
Is that what
think
that is?
moving to Georgia to vote there.
Oh, there, okay.
But
right.
Apparently that's not the case.
There has been proof of people, voting in 2 different states now. I mean, was it Arizona that was talking about that?
But don't worry about it. Let's just sweep that under the rug. We won't think about it. So, I mean, sometimes that happens.
Are these conspiracy theories you're trying to inject into the conversation?
It's not proven.
President-elect James tweets, "You cannot vote in a runoff election in Georgia if you didn't already vote in the general election." Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Is that true? Or do we know that?
I'm sorry I did not know that.
Well, every state, can we know the rules in every single state?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
we should. I guess we should. But that's interesting if that's true, because then that null and voids that whole movement. I'm going to move to Georgia and vote for the freaking Democrats.
Because I know
make this a socialist country like it should be.
I know in Texas, I specifically remember when we lived there 20 some odd years ago. Remember Mayor Lee P. Brown had himself a runoff. And he also got to select the date of the runoff. And he specifically made it as quick as possible because you need 30 days between registering to vote and being able to vote in a runoff. I don't know. So I'm just saying, I know in Texas, you could, in theory, miss the general and vote in the runoff.
As long as you register.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm hoping President-elect James knows the rule and the law in Georgia and that he's right about that. That would be great. We'll follow up on that, see if we can get confirmation. Ryan Patrick tweets, "If Democratic policies are so great, why do Democrats always end up leaving and moving to red states?" Yeah. Pew Pew One Pew, the most annoying sound on earth. I just moved here from California. It's chilling. It's chilling. Also, Coppertop Dan tweets, "Actually, I heard that Rowling stole the idea for the series from Larry the Fable Guy."
Oh.
See? Not Larry the Cable
Guy.
Oh,
I see that.
Larry the Fable Guy.
Right.
But that leads us back to the J.K. Rowling story, where Keith found us an article about
look at the
Larry
date
Potter
on that.
thing.
Look at the date on that article.
It is 2001.
Yeah.
So clear back 2001. A person named Stouffer apparently wrote this text in question. Stouffer's primary complaint in the trademark and copyright infringement case concerns references to muggles in the Harry Potter books. Rowling uses the word to refer to ordinary humans without magical powers, but Stouffer claims her muggles, who populate the legend of Ra and the Muggles, written in 1984, came first. Now, can you copyright just a word like that?
She tried.
In Stouffer's world, Muggles are bald, mutated nuclear Holocaust survivors.
See, different.
That's different, yeah.
Whose
dark and polluted land becomes a happy place after they end up caring for twin orphaned boys.
Wow, that story sucks. I can just tell right off the bat.
I can't believe that didn't kick into high gear.
No wonder that one lost in court. They were probably like, man, here's the problem.
How did Larry Potter not sell a trillion copies?
Right. The Harry Potter story sounds good. Yours sounds stupid. Sorry. Next case. Case dismissed.
Now we see how it lost in court. That's how. All right. Well. You know this happy sound means. It's time for Chewing the Fat with our friend Jeffy.
The happy sound.
It's a happy sound. Yeah, but you gotta wait for part 2 here.
Yeah, wait for it, man.
Sorry,
Don't jump the gun. Can't get enough of that.
Right?
Right? Seriously, that's a music teacher that's looking for a job.
Yep.
So you can dry your eyes. Relax.
Okay.
The Santa Cruz County Sheriff's Office had been alerting everyone to be on the lookout for the 4-foot-tall wooden statue of Bigfoot that was stolen outside the museum dedicated to the mythical forest creature, the Henry Cowell Redwood State Park, which, of course, is closed due to COVID-19. But they just responded to a suspicious figure in the roadway and found the Bigfoot statue.
Well, there it is.
So
wow.
it's returned.
What a
it's a little banged up.
Yeah.
But it's going to, it's back at its rightful place.
That's a load
Bigfoot
off my mind, I'll tell you.
Museum. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. That's what I mean. I'm happy to do it. Yeah. Walmart announces free Thanksgiving dinner for everyone. It's a free Thanksgiving dinner program through an exclusive promotion with Walmart and Ibotta, Campbell's, Butterball, Coca-Cola. And you're going to get this. This is what they're going to give you, okay? You get a Campbell's condensed cream of mushroom soup. 2-liter bottle of Coke. All varieties of Butterball 3-pound turkey roast, McCormick turkey gravy seasoning packet, French's crispy onions package, Idaho and instant mashed potatoes package, great value stuffing.
Potatoes, no, thank you.
Great, those are pretty good. Great value cranberry sauce. Great value frozen green beans.
Keep it.
No,
all of it. Keep it all.
You get it for free, and it's easy to do. All you have to do is just download the Ibotta app and download the web browser extension. Click free Thanksgiving dinner offer. Shop for your Thanksgiving items in any Walmart or Walmart.com. Once you've purchased it, you just scan the receipt into the Ibotta link or your Walmart grocery account to verify the purchases, and you get cash back.
It's just that easy.
That simple, and it's a grand total of approximately $20.27. I mean, it's
what
nice
a deal.
of them. It's nice of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yes. If the alternative is zero Thanksgiving dinner, then that's probably a really good good way to go.
And even if the alternative isn't, you just get free stuff. Which, you know, I'm not saying I'm going to do that.
Intend that for the needy. I'm thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's for anybody, so I'm doing it.
You're not needy. You're not.
Thank you. I told you and the audience that animals would attack during this pandemic lockdown.
Yeah, you did.
And while the headline reads, British sailor recounts terrifying rogue orca attack. David Smith was sailing his 45-foot yacht off the coast of Portugal in October, and that's what he does now is he delivers boats to their owners. I'm not sure if he delivered yours, Pat. But,
not yet, no.
He and several others were delivering the yacht, and before sunset one night, a crew member said, "Hey, that looks like a large pack of dolphins." Nope, those are orcas. And then they started ramming the boat.
Oh, boy.
They just started ramming the boat. He said that he was concerned. He called the Coast Guard. They said, shut it down, just drift, try not to bring anything attention to yourself. And for hours, the baby whales just kept banging the boat. And
be a little frightening, huh?
Just a tad.
Need to back
just
off.
a tad. So as you in the title, Rogue Orca Attack. Well, at the very end of the article, it says, I just throw it in. The attack is one of over 40 that have occurred this year in the waters of Spain and Portugal, as killer whales focus on people and boats in what several scientists think could be
now, a coordinated attack.
You think that
planned.
I was waiting for climate change.
That was too.
I was waiting for
thought that was the
climate change.
payoff.
I thought for sure it would be climate change.
What is it?
Revenge attacks. Revenge attacks after several of their numbers have sustained injuries over the summer from rudders. Right? The orcas are communicating with each other like there's humans and they're hurting us. We're pissed.
There's the boats that are doing it to us. Yeah.
And if that were true, I mean, the manatees in Florida would have already killed a bunch of people because they've ruined a lot of rudders in Florida, man. Anyway,
I mean, don't you have a harpoon on board? You shoot those things.
Not in a yacht. He's delivering your yacht. He's just delivering the boat to you.
A gun, something. Seriously, I'm not letting the orca capsize me.
Wait, you're not letting the orca do what?
Tip over and capsize me. I'm not letting that happen.
Be kind of scary.
Yeah, it would.
I know. So I'm just saying, orcas are attacking, so be careful. And that's why chewing the fat, warned you about the animals attacking humans. Just another reason to subscribe to the podcast.
Right.
There's a plethora of platforms out there to choose from, like, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. Choose one and subscribe to Chewing the Fat.
All right. And as you do that, let me tell you about Keeps. If you've noticed your hair is not quite as full and luxurious as it used to be.
Why are you looking at me?
Right.
Why are you looking at me?
It's because your forehead is 84 inches big.
It's your turn
That's
to
all.
be looked at.
That's all right. If that's happening to you, and it's happening to so many of us, it happens to almost every man, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you rarely see a guy who's, I don't know, if in his 70s who hasn't had some sort of baldness begin to happen.
It is rare.
It sucks. I don't know why it was that way, but it is that way. So the thing you can do about it now is go to Keeps, Keeps, Keeps.com/Pat. Go there. It's so convenient. It's so easy, and they've made it really affordable. Just answer a few questions, post some pictures of your hair. Then a licensed doctor goes over all the information and will send you the exact right hair loss treatment for you. Well, they'll recommend it, and then you buy it, and they'll send it to you. But we're going to get you started with a really great deal. Go to Keeps.com/Pat, Keeps.com/Pat. Get 50% off your first order. Now, they use the generic versions, so you're already saving about 50% from the brand name. Then we throw another 50% in. That's Keeps.com/Pat for 50% off your first order. Keeps.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Jeffy?
So, more of chewing the fat. How much would you pay for a pigeon? And not just a pigeon.
$1.9 million.
Racing pigeon. That's how you'd have to pay
that's
more.
my limit.
You'd have to pay more, though, because
I'm not buying it then.
Well, the wealthy Chinese...
$1.9 million is my absolute.
You would have tied the Chinese
maximum.
The Chinese man who paid $1.9 million for the Belgian-bred new pigeon called New Kim.
Oh, was it Mike Tyson?
No, it wasn't.
There it is, right
surprising.
there. Doesn't look like much like Mike.
Well,
does it?
Successful breeder Gaston van de Warwer retired at the age of 76, and his son was just too darn busy to take over the breeding.
Yeah, that's what I
He was
heard.
just too busy. So he sold all of his 445 birds.
And apparently these Belgians are the best in the world at training these birds.
And breeding them.
Now, I didn't realize that pigeon racing was a big thing in Asia, but apparently it is.
Huge, yeah.
And the guy sold his entire stockpile, as you said,
445 birds, and the total was he sold most of them for like $6 or $7 million.
Yeah,
something
it was
like that.
$7 million, and that didn't include this one. So I think it wound up being about $9 million.
And last year he sold another one.
Pigeons.
Last year he sold another one to the same guy for 1.4 million. Yeah, 1.4
Unreal.
million.
That's just amazing.
I know. Armando last year. And so they're thinking now that this guy is going to have New Kim and Armando take care of a little pigeon business.
And have offspring.
Yeah.
You know, like a thoroughbred horse. They got these thoroughbred pigeons.
Did you say they race?
Yeah.
Where are they? Like,
they take them out somewhere a long way away
in Belgium, and then they race them back.
And then whoever gets back the fastest
How
wins.
far are we talking of these races?
I think it's a long way.
Well, listen, if you're thinking about getting into the sport,
totally am. Yes.
You know, to get money out of it, think again.
What do you mean?
Generations.
Think again. You ought to move to another sport. That's all I'm saying. You ought to move to another sport because, according to Pascal Bogdagen, head of the Belgian Pigeon Federation,
hard to believe there is one. Tells you a lot about Europe, doesn't
it? Does.
Yeah, actually, I have a fantasy pigeon racing team.
Well, there you go.
And
you know, get Armando and New Kim on your team, man. You want them, no doubt.
I picked up Taysom Hill, by the way.
I love Pascal though because he's like to be the best. It's got to be your life's work. And
yeah.
Day in, day out, winter, summer, always those pigeons. That's how exciting. That's how exciting Pascal is over the pigeon race. Day in, day out, summer.
Yeah,
winter.
apparently it's a big job.
Always those pigeons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they are a tough job, tough to keep up with. I mean, I was part of helping taking care of pigeons as a child.
Yeah, I just checked. ESPN does not yet have the fantasy pigeon league.
They will.
Yeah, it's
They
coming.
will.
They will. That's right. They got to carry something now.
I mean, they're doing cornhole championships. They'll do pigeon races.
If people are purchasing pigeons to breed and race for over $1 million a bird, there's going to be some money.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. You got to start putting little drones on them. And watch the flights. We had the pigeons in Vegas with the hats.
Little GoPros.
With the cowboy hats and the baseball caps. So, yeah, you put little GoPros on them for the racing.
That'd be better than armadillo racing, wouldn't it?
Almost.
Huh, almost.
Well, I mean,
but
it's right there.
Those of us,
you're talking to the armadillo racing master.
Those of us that are in the Armadillo Hall of Fame, in Texas, in the Racing Hall of Fame. I hate to take away from that. So from the this is where we are in America today. All right, Arch Manning, nephew of Peyton and Eli Manning. Pretty good Friday night this last Friday night.
Yeah, he's a high school junior.
Junior this year. Friday night, he was 9 of 11 passes, 169 yards, 5 touchdowns. That was the first quarter.
Oh, wow.
No, the way the email you sent. Go ahead, say your story.
The team ended up winning 76-0. But after the first quarter, Arch was just so good they pulled him.
Yeah.
After the first
quarter, after the 5 touchdown passes and the 9 of 11 for 169 yards,
let the guy build up some stats.
I know.
You don't take out your starters in the second quarter. Come on.
I know.
At least let him go to halftime.
Right? Yes.
That's ridiculous. That's ludicrous. Stop it.
I know.
You sent the story, Jeffy, and it said, and I thought for a second, no way, because I've heard Arch Manning is going to be better than any other Manning that came before him. But the headline here that Jeffy sent over the weekend, it said Arch Manning benched after first quarter of game because he'd already thrown 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, because he was just too damn good.
That's awesome.
What a family, man.
Where's he going to go to school?
I know. They
well,
don't know.
Probably Ole Miss, but I don't think he's chosen.
He has not chosen.
I
mean, he's
still undecided.
They are all down on their knees begging this kid to come to their school
you better
already.
believe it.
Yeah. I mean, the recruiting process. LSU is probably
in the lead.
In the lead, yeah.
Let me just point out to Arch Manning, Zach Wilson's probably leaving for the NFL this year.
What team does Zach Wilson play for, though?
I can't. It's a team in Provo, Utah. BYU.
Provo Tech. Oh, Provo
no,
Tech.
No, it's not Provo Tech. No.
Ranked in the top 10 this year, Arch.
Indeed. Yeah.
Ranked in the top 10.
Yeah, we make some room for you. We make
Asterisk
some room.
COVID year.
Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze Radio Network.
Traffic and weather together every 5 minutes on the 4s all morning. This morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to you.
Got some tweets here. Spoiling Duck tweets. Why is that music so funny? Every time. What? Oh, this?
What?
Are you talking about?
That's serious.
This isn't funny. This is
right.
This is brilliant. Brilliant. Hit it. Powerful. Brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it?
Yeah.
These young musicians really have a future.
Doing what?
Garbage collection.
All right, welcome to Chewing the Fat.
Sir Nasty tweets about those whales that were attacking the boats. I was thinking it sounds orchestrated. To me,
thank you. Orca. Straighted. You're all weak.
DMXDM, strap a few little BLM banners on those racing pigeons, and ESPN will be all over it.
There you go.
That's for sure. I love that.
Good stuff.
All right, we got some space stories. I'm a sucker for space stories.
Yeah.
Apparently, the astronauts linked up yesterday with the International Space Station. I mean, it took them 27 hours to get there.
I thought they were on a Dragon.
You would think that once you get into orbit, you turn left. There it is.
It's right there.
Hey, there's a space station. How many
but
things?
No. It's like going through Fort Worth, Texas. It's just traffic backed up.
Yeah, right.
Some kind of construction going on. Thank you.
Stinking orange cones all over the orbit. Where do you...
And if you get lost going out there, like, where do you stop for directions?
If you have to swerve around a satellite, you're like, holy cow, where are we
that
now?
really threw us off course. I don't know where we're at.
That's
now.
why we need towers on the moon. We lose cell service.
Right.
No GPS.
Oh, by the way, they're putting cell towers on the moon at a cost of Didn't they get 12 million
I think it was
devoted
more than
to that?
I think it was more than that. Yeah,
because it seems like it'd be a lot bigger project.
Yeah, it was
than
only.
12
I think it was
million.
like 300 million or something. And then they want power plants on the moon now, right?
There, he's
yeah.
got it.
NASA and the U.S. Department of Energy will seek proposals from industry to build nuclear power plants on the moon and Mars.
What could go wrong?
To support long-term exploration plans.
Right, because that's what I was talking about last week, right? Because they want to be able to just have enough fuel on the rockets to get there, and they want to be able to create the energy and the fuel needed to come back on the planet itself.
And what that story goes on to say is that they would use the moon and this energy source to launch missions that would take them further out. It's almost like the moon becomes a Guam, like Guam for us to get across the Pacific, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So the plan is to develop 10 kilowatt class fission surface power systems for demonstration on the moon by the late 2020s. No way. Do you think we could? Maybe. Not with Biden in office.
We take off. We're at the space station in 27 hours.
You turn left.
You're telling me we can't build a whole plant on the moon?
Bam! It happens just like that. So easy.
But listen, they talk about constructing the plant here.
Almost like taking it up and let the robots put it together.
Right.
On the planet.
It's almost like an IKEA.
Prefab.
You get up there and then you
and that's what they're talking about, having the robots.
It's a nuclear power plant. I mean, how hard can it be?
Not very hard at all.
It's going to be interesting. 2026, they're talking about this thing.
Jeez.
That's just in a few years.
Right?
6.
We'll make it that long.
Will we?
Right.
Sure. Yeah, of course we will. What do you mean?
Oh, whatever.
Why are you asking that?
Whatever. Faux President-elect Biden is already talking about, that Green New Deal. That's going to become a thing for sure. How many trillions of dollars is that?
100.
Yeah, we're going to spend our money on that instead of this. Okay, that's good.
Well, they will tell you that you should be spending the money here on Earth and not wasting it in space. Who are you helping by going to space? I don't know. Do you like your cell phone? That was invented because of space, the space program.
No, don't
NASA did that.
Don't start bogging us down with facts.
I know it's irritating when the left starts hearing facts.
I know.
They don't like it.
No, they do
not. They don't like it. Astronauts apparently just took Baby Yoda up with them too on this International Space Station. Isn't that adorable? It's adorable. So Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian can be seen in a live stream from inside SpaceX's Crew Dragon.
Just kind of floating and
Just
stuff?
floating around. No, that's cool. But I bet people are pissed because, of course, Baby Yoda is committing genocide on the unborn frogs that it was eating. Spoiler alert.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry.
Told you about an episode from two weeks ago.
Yeah.
If you still got it taped, there's some other surprises in that episode. Go ahead and watch it. Okay, we didn't ruin the whole thing for you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, Baby Yoda is starting to make enemies in the world, huh? People don't like the fact that he was eating those lizard.
According
spoiler
to
alert.
Babylon Bee, Disney has edited its controversial scene from The Mandalorian where the child eats an unfertilized alien egg.
Oh, no.
So that the creature affectionately known as Baby Yoda will now just eat an unborn human baby instead.
Oh, that'll stop the complaints.
That's going to placate the left completely right there. Oh, okay. It's not a fictional lizard people or frog people. It's a human. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. And
we're fine.
Carry on.
Eat all you want. We'll make more. Don't worry about it. Apologizing for the scene that angered many corners of the internet with Baby Yoda eating pretend CGI eggs, the studio announced that Baby Yoda will simply abort an unborn baby instead.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's the thing, though. It was probably leftists that were all pissed off. They're committing genocide and eating fertilized eggs.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of members of this audience yesterday with their tweets were talking about, I'd love to see the Venn diagram of the people that are pro-abortion and anti-Baby Yoda eating unfertilized eggs.
Definitely.
And I think that's absolutely a great point.
All right, 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Speaking of Baby Yoda, Pathead Lewis Taylor snapped this picture at a local Home Depot where he lives. It's a Baby Yoda Chia pet.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
$20 though.
That cute. Yeah, $20.
Wait, it's already on sale from $25. Is it because of the
yes,
backlash?
That's because he's a genocidal maniac.
Because people are like, I don't care about
So
it.
we probably get that down to about $12 today.
Yeah.
Yeah, by Christmas it'll be on the clearance aisle.
Be giving it away for free, and nobody will want it.
Nobody will want it.
Nobody
No.
will. I'm not touching that stinking maniac, murderer, serial killer.
I mean, that's akin to buying a Hitler Chia pet.
Right. Would you do that? No.
No.
Nobody in their right mind would do that.
Actually, I might though.
Nobody in their right mind
Be
would go to
fun.
North Dakota right now either, because it's got the highest mortality rate on coronavirus in the United States of America, possibly the entire world.
Oh, boy.
The analysis of their problem, first reported by HuffPost, shows that North Dakota has a rate of 18.2 deaths per million people. South Dakota, meanwhile, has 17.4 deaths per million. Third worst rate in the world. The states have a total population of under 2 million. The two states have taken disparate approaches to rising number of cases. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum imposed a new series of restrictions on businesses last week.
Good.
Isn't it, though?
Lock it down.
There's a new mandate in certain settings. Our situation has changed, and we must change with it.
Yes.
Isn't that? It's in the Constitution where it says, if your situation changes, though, liberty's just not that important. Go ahead and change with it.
Say what?
Yeah, it's the
Duh.
It's in the
It's
good
right
and
there.
plenty
Is it?
clause.
Oh, is it the on the fly clause?
No, it's
No.
it's in the good and plenty with everything else.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make light of that.
The on the fly article, though, is contained
okay.
within
Yeah.
the good and plenty.
You would have marked
clause.
that wrong on the test if you
I
were my
would've.
teacher, right?
Yes, because I'm
Okay.
a stickler for detail.
Right.
The governor went on to say, we believe in North Dakotans. We believe in the power of individual responsibility. We need individual responsibility now more than ever to slow the spread of COVID-19. How many times have you heard me say the same exact thing? It's just time now to take. You won't be responsible, so I'm going to have to tell you what to do.
We all need to take our own responsibility and step up to the plate, and we need to do it under my fist.
Right.
It's just that simple. Don't you understand? It's
So
for
easy.
your safety.
This isn't hard, people. It's not
Thank
hard. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, close ally of Trump's, has vocally opposed mask mandates and questioned the efficacy of masks as a safeguard. How dare she?
And the way she ripped Obama the other day, boy, it sounded like she's getting ready to run for president next time around.
Oh, I won't hear of it. That's of course she's going to run for president.
I mean, seriously, just the way her wording of slamming Obama is like, just tell us you're running. Let's get it.
That's going to be an interesting debate. Noem versus Harris, the incumbent, in 4 years.
2 women running for president.
All right.
There's
In this
another U.S.
hateful,
first.
god-awful country.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for.
I appreciate. Yeah, we
that.
appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, no problem.
Somebody's got to point that out.
Somebody's got to finally say what this country is all about.
Sick of it.
Oh my God.
Racism,
misogyny,
all of it.
Scaredism of everything, phobias, the homophobia, the Islamophobia,
the LGBTQIA plus
phobia,
phobias.
Yeah, there's just too much.
Scaredism?
Scaredism.
Yeah.
Scaredism. Wow.
That's
Sick of
everybody's
Is that
scared.
Is
I'm
that
scared.
all-encompassing?
Yeah.
Well,
Fear
inside
of
of scaredisms, there's scaredy cats and scaredy dogs. But it's scaredism.
Okay. Again, the things you learn on this program
are incredible.
I've
right?
never heard of that.
It's incredible. Also, I love the fact that there was another hate crime where this poor man's vehicle was covered last month in spray-painted N-words.
Oh, boy.
KKK and swastikas spray-painted on there. And messages in support of, obviously, Donald Trump and his re-election. They had anti-BLM, Black Lives Matter rhetoric on there. There is even some homophobic spray painting.
Do I hate those Trump supporters?
I mean, it was like every hate all combined onto one vehicle.
Car.
Hateism.
This poor black man who owned the car was. You can imagine how scared.
Oh my gosh!
There was scaredism like you've never seen.
He's not going to be able to go outside of his house.
No, he's not
for years
because he's in jail right now. That's why.
Wait,
what happened? Did they catch the guy who messed up his car?
Did he hurt the person that did that to his car?
In a way,
so
yes. He hurt himself because he's the one who did all the hate messages on his car.
Of course,
people are so dumb.
How many times?
Just of course.
How many times? You know, the community's going nuts. We've got to put an end to this hate. Blah 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 blah. And then, of course, it's the guy who owned the car. He did it to himself.
Wonk, wonk.
This was a little further, I guess, than I just want attention and I want to make the situation in this country worse, racially speaking. He was also committing insurance fraud here because he ruined the car in the process.
He wanted a new car.
So he's now charged with third-degree insurance fraud, a felony, falsely reporting an incident, a misdemeanor. We gotta bump that up. I'm tired of these people doing it. I'm tired of it.
Yep.
Offering a false instrument for filing and falsifying business records.
All right, there's too many regulations. All right.
What's this?
There's too many regulations.
Oh, he's actually not in jail. He was released on his own recognizance.
Well, yeah, COVID-19.
Sure.
Yeah.
So.
He'll be back in court.
Still another time.
Sure. I know.
Another one of the hoaxes. And almost in every case, that's been what we find out, right? Eventually you find out, no, they did it to themselves.
And we'll hear on any media sources that are not truthful that this is a real thing. We'll hear, and then we had a man, his car was vandalized from Trump haters. They won't talk about the truth.
Exactly.
It's just ridiculous.
All right, let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. Leftist corporations like Verizon have empowered radicals to tear apart our country. And they've done that in that they fund their efforts. They've most recently sent about $10 million to Al Sharpton's group and others, and they're just pushing these left-wing ideology all over the place. If you don't want to support a company like that, if you don't want your money going to that effort, you need to switch to Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile shares your values. It's a great company. It's a veteran-led company, and they love this country. So they won't send your hard-earned money to left-wing organizations or to Planned Parenthood. Get the same nationwide coverage, too, because they're all in the same towers. We know all that. And they make switching really easy. You can bring your phone number, keep the same phone numbers, keep your phone if you want, or you can switch to new ones. Get a free month of service right now, or a free phone plus free activation when you use the offer code PAT. Just go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call their U.S.-based customer service team at 972-PATRIOT, 972-PATRIOT, or patriotmobile.com/Pat. The president has just released a song.
Oh, boy.
About the election situation.
Really?
Yeah, he's tired of the truth not getting out there. And he wants America to know what's really going on in this situation. I was winning everything. You know that. I can tell you. I can tell you now I won everything. Okay? It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I've got a ballot. And so do you. I vote for me. And you do too. When I put it in the box, there's really nothing else I can do. Now the polls close. It's time to count. They're tabulated. It starts to mount. It's looking like Donald Trump is going to be re-election bound. So beautiful. Tremendous. But then...
Oh, no.
But then... The states start falling. The network's calling. They say Biden's winning as best they can tell. We need a courtroom to check these ballots so we can tell Joe Biden, hey, go to hell. They're switching all the votes. I think they're switching all the votes. I really think so. Switching all the votes. I think they're switching all the votes. I really think so.
Yeah.
Switching all the votes. I said they're switching all the votes. I really think so. And it's not beautiful. It's not. Believe me. So it's kind of weird, right?
Wait, what's kind of weird?
Did he just release that?
He just released it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was hot off the presses. It was hot to the touch.
Yeah.
When I put it on the turntable.
It's good the vinyl didn't melt on the turntable.
It's about half our audience saying, "What's a turntable?"
Right. Well, Joe Biden's like, yeah. See, I'm not the only one that references that.
It's so amazing because we saw, for instance, Sidney Powell yesterday claim they have evidence spilling out their eyeballs, and then when you watch the news, nothing, and they just tell about the continual losses that they're getting in court. Supposedly they're being slapped down at every turn.
Okay, well, we have 20 days until...
20 days till certification, right?
Let's see, until Trump's legal challenges
it certainly
have to be in.
Feels like there's we're not winning. We're just not winning.
Unless, on the way home yesterday, I listened to Rush, who was back this week. It's so great because he's clearly struggling. He's only on every once in a while now.
I know.
Because he goes through treatment, and then he probably feels like crap.
I know.
Tries to get back what he can. But he was saying it is over, and he talks to the president. He talks to their people, and he's saying that it is overwhelming.
I know. That's what I keep reading all the time about how these Dominion machines.
Yeah,
it's been proven.
It's been proven that they switched
Glenn
votes.
had Jeff Brown on yesterday going through the manual, talking about how easy it was and what they wouldn't do that to these machines unless they wanted to manipulate votes, whether it be this country or other countries. It's incredible, and we're supposed to believe that never happened.
Right. And you do have the evidence. This to me is just logical, common sense evidence. All of the congressional seats that were switched to Republican, 12, right? So far, just so far, it's 12 seats.
There's a landslide in everything else.
Nobody votes for the Democrat candidate, and then all the Republicans down the ticket. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, so I hate Trump, but I love his enablers.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes. It doesn't make any sense.
It makes zero sense.
So... I just
switching all the votes.
And I know.
I really think so.
I know. He's writing his song.
Yeah.
Right? Now we know what he's been doing.
He's been writing music.
He's been holed up. He's been pissed, and he's been taking it out on the lyric sheet.
I mean, he's got to be so frustrated.
Oh man.
Right now. I mean, so
and
he's going through this, and he's got to do the stupid turkey thing. Mm-hmm. And he's got to defend Reese across America.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when I saw him doing the pardoning of the turkey. That's got to be so difficult for him to do.
I just want to go out and just shoot the damn turkey and say, be done with it.
That would have won some more votes if he had done that before Election Day.
You know what? There's no pardon this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay?
There's no pardon. Give me the axe.
No. Cameras rolling.
That'd be awesome.
Yes. All
right. We got to get into the big tech hearing that happened yesterday. Let me show you just a little preview. If you didn't see it, there was an amazing appearance by Jack Dorsey.
There were some great moments.
There were some great moments.
Great moments in this hearing yesterday.
But check out we found Jack Dorsey. He's gonna tell my kids this is Jack Dorsey.
Now, I will say, this was Jack Dorsey, the last hearing.
Yeah. Oh, he was
the last
same,
hearing.
Yeah.
He was cleaned up a little bit for this hearing.
A little bit.
He's back from, the coffee enemas
Bora
and
Bora
the yoga
whatever
and the meditation. He's got the haircut, and he had the beard trimmed up yesterday, so it looks a little bit better.
It's not hanging down here
It's
anymore?
still long, but it's trimmed up.
Okay.
And he had the haircut, unlike when he was, the last hearing picture that we saw.
This Osama picture. Look, I mean, it could almost be Dorsey from last time.
If you're listening to the podcast, we believe that's actually Saddam Hussein.
Oh, Saddam Hussein.
In a very unkempt moment of his life.
That's right. Wow, it's been so long since I've seen Saddam Hussein. I was thinking that was Osama bin Laden.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're meaning there.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Look at, he's got the bed head going on. And
dude, trim the eyebrows just a little bit.
That's a great point. Look at that right one is. It is.
It's out of control.
Own
Serious
zip code.
eyebrows, man.
It's taken over his whole forehead, and that's unacceptable, really. But I'm sure at that point in Saddam's life, he didn't much care about.
No, probably.
I think that's when
Probably
he
not.
was.
And
You
chicks
know.
in New York would pay top dollar for those eyebrows, man.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
All right. A little more to share with you on the committee hearing yesterday.
Mark
Also,
Zuckerberg caught flat-footed.
yeah.
But
So we'll get
what
into that.
comes of it?
Probably
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Probably nothing.
Yep.
It's fun to watch.
More Pat Gray Unleashed, though, coming up in just a minute.
Point of personal privilege.
Yes. Yeah.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Such a good point.
It sure is.
Okay. Really good point, especially as we head into Transgender Awareness Week.
Thank you.
And it never hurts to be reminded.
Head into. We're in the middle
We're
of
in the midst.
celebrating.
We're
Are you
in
kidding
the
me?
midst of celebrating, yes.
Head into.
So please do not use gendered language to communicate.
Okay.
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Al Pachinko tweets, have video games taught us nothing? It takes that long because you got to dodge all the asteroids and the alien spaceships shooting at them. That takes time and a lot of skill, obviously.
I see.
Okay?
So 27 hours is actually good.
It's not
I
that.
guess.
Yeah, it's not that long. Kyle P tweets, wait, did Keith just say the moon would be like Guam? My goodness, we can't build on it. It may capsize.
I know.
My bad.
Pope-elect Joe Tobin tweets, my lizard people space egg, my choice. Concerning Baby Yoda.
Thank you.
Eating all the lizard people's eggs. Kure70 tweets, apocalypse movies are going to get very boring when Hollywood scripts them to virtue signal over COVID-19.
Oh, I know.
From Kelly Olson, I thought Larry Potter was the Colonel on MASH. LOL. Right, and Burgess Owens is the trainer for Rocky.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I won't do it, Rock. I won't touch it. I'm gonna throw in the towel, Rock.
Oh, Mick. No. There's my Rocky imitation.
Wait, what was it again? I missed it.
Mick. Something like that.
Yeah.
To that
Pretty
effect.
good.
Yeah, that was, I mean,
Right. Adrian, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me very much.
Don't start.
wait. Oh, no, you.
Don't start?
Yeah, upset
Oh, I'm
Jeffy.
sorry. Is that an Elvis sort of
I
situation?
mean, a little bit.
Is
a little
he
bit. You're
as-
starting to push a little bit.
Sylvester Stallone is as sacred almost as Elvis?
Not as sacred,
Huh.
but
Okay. Okay. Noted.
He's up there.
From Michael Sadek, as Rush Limbaugh said, we don't have news anymore. I trust Rush and Sidney Powell won over the fake news media. Now they got 20 days to make it happen. 20 days.
I mean, it's got to be so. It's got to be so decisive.
Yeah,
and the proof has to be.
Has to
there.
be a smoking gun, and you have to show it in front of the. Like you were saying off the air, Pat.
If you can't get it in court, show it to the American
then,
people.
Yeah.
Remember Ross Perot when he ran for president in '92? He would buy time on the networks and the
Well,
markets.
Good luck,
you know,
good
right?
luck that happening.
No, I'm just saying, you got to get out there.
Yeah, something needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be.
If they have evidence, we have to see it.
Yes,
we have to see it.
Yes.
President-elect Kitty Sprinkles tweets, wait, did I miss the part where a smart person made the comparison between Baby Yoda eating pretend unfertilized lizard eggs and the fact that we eat real chicken eggs all the time? Yeah, I missed it. Carl Smith tweets, the FAA just certified the Boeing 737 MAX for passenger travel again. This is this in 2020. Who's up for a trip in this airplane?
Yeah, they're not bringing it. They're not going to start flying that again, though.
Why? Yeah, they have
possibly
go wrong
after the first of the year, I think.
Oh,
they've already
because of the calendar, most likely.
They've already said, I think, that they weren't going to do that until in 2020. They were going to wait till 2021.
Well, I don't want to get on that plane at any time. In any year, really.
They're fine.
Are they? Are they fine?
Yes.
All right, you get on one.
I don't have anywhere to go.
You
right
get
now.
on.
I don't have anywhere to go. If I had somewhere to go.
All right. Okay. All right. We were talking about the hearing that happened yesterday with the big tech again. I mean, I don't know if this is going to do any.
No, it doesn't. We get great sound bites. It's fun to watch Jack tout the attorney lines when he answers everything. It's fun to watch him get hammered from Ted Cruz. Zuckerberg got hammered from that
Josh Hawley.
Missouri.
That's what we got here. Yeah.
He was all. I mean, he
asks him about Centra. Check this out.
Centra is a tool that Facebook uses to track its users, not just on Facebook, but across the entire internet. Centra tracks different profiles that a user visits, their message recipients, their linked accounts, the pages they visit around the web. Mr. Zuckerberg, how many accounts in the United States have been subject to review and shut down through Centra?
Senator, I do not know because I'm not actually familiar with the name of that tool. I'm sure that we have tools that help us with our platform and community integrity work.
Familiar with that tool?
But I am not familiar with that name.
Do you have a tool that does exactly what I've described and that you can see here over my shoulder? Or are you saying that that doesn't exist?
Senator, I'm saying that I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, what a lie.
With that name. He's not familiar with that name.
Right, but they call it something else.
Right,
and he brings it out. And the We Work or something platform that they use to communicate, and they communicate with Google employees and Twitter employees.
Well, then.
And they're all in
cahoots we do,
with each other. And he didn't know it was coming. And it was, I mean, he was like,
he was stumped.
And he didn't want, he said, the senator was saying, hey, can we get your word today that we can have that information from you? And he was like, well, I don't know if everything is up and up. So, I mean, he wouldn't do it. He would not commit to giving the information to the senators. It was incredible. But what comes of it? What again?
That's the thing.
I know.
That's the thing. We got to make this stick. Chris Coons wants dissent silenced.
You do, Mr. Dorsey, have policies against deep fakes or manipulated media, against COVID-19 misinformation, against things that violate civic integrity, but you don't have a standalone climate change misinformation policy. Why not? Helping to disseminate climate denialism, in my view,
good gosh,
further facilitates and accelerates one of the greatest existential threats to our world.
There we are.
Oh my God!
There we are. Oh, by the way, that guy right there, Chris Coons.
Oh my God!
He is considered a front runner to be Secretary of State under a President Biden.
Excellent.
Well, sure, because he's the other junior senator from the great state of Delaware. Look what they're doing. They just, in the name of misinformation, they're squashing any opinion that differs from theirs. Wow. These are the fascists. Where's Antifa at this little get-together here for the Senate?
Oh, they're there.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
It'd be a lot easier, don't you think, if all of those Democrat senators showed up to that hearing and they had printed up a T-shirt that says
fascist on it. You're a fascist, Senator. Get yourself a T-shirt with the word fascist on it.
Seriously, you're right. I mean,
it's fascism.
There's a definition of.
Is, yes.
And Ted Cruz knows this.
And he calls him out.
I will say it's dismaying listening to the questions from our Democratic colleagues, because consistently the message from Senate Democrats is for Facebook and Twitter and Google to censor more, to abuse their power more, to silence voices that Senate Democrats disagree with more.
Yep.
That is very dangerous if we want to maintain a free and fair democracy if we want to maintain free speech. There was a time when Democrats embraced and defended the principles of free speech. There was a time when Democrats embraced and defended the principles of a free press.
Yeah, they can't win. That's why.
And yet there's an absolute silence from Democrats speaking up for the press outlets censored by big tech. There's an absolute silence for Democrats speaking out for the citizens silenced by big tech. Instead, there is a demand, use even more power to silence dissent, and that's a totalitarian instinct that I think is very dangerous. At the same time that big tech exercises massive power, it also enjoys massive corporate welfare through the effect of Section 230, a special immunity from liability that nobody else gets. Congress has given big tech, in effect, a subsidy while they become some of the wealthiest corporations on the face of the planet.
Right.
Well, and then he goes on to take on Jack with whether he's a platform and what's a platform and what's not a platform. And Jack's answer is actually, well, that's not what they do. And he goes, well, yeah, it is. People sign the disclaimer. People sign the rules, our policies, and our rules of action. So that's exactly what it is.
Right.
So
what do you have to say about that? I didn't see that part.
It was just, and
he's got
that's his excuse.
They've got no answers.
No, they don't. They really don't. It's just, you to use their product, you sign the waiver. Their policies and their rules and regulations, but you do that because you just want to take the picture.
Yeah,
I just want to post the words. I don't. Okay, fine.
And plus, these guys, all these bigwigs from these social media companies, got the phone call from some high up in the Democratic Party and said, "Look, just go in there, just do your best. Don't worry about it. Hold off. January 5th, we got this under control. We're gonna have the Senate, and you're not gonna have to worry about coming up here anytime again soon."
Yep.
Yep.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
They're switching all the votes. I think they're switching all the votes. I really think so. Switching all the votes. All right. Let me tell you about real estate agents I trust. You need a good realtor if you're doing any kind of transaction. And we've got the realtor just for you.
Nice.
realestateagentsitrust.com. It's Glenn's company, so he and his team really carefully vet these realtors to make sure they're the best in your market. If we can't find a really good one, then there just isn't one of these agents in that given market. But I think you're gonna love them. One of the things I like the most about the real estate agents with this group is that they're fans of the show, and so when you're driving around town with them, spending all that time with them,
how about that Kamala Harris?
Chris Coons had a really good point at the Senate hearing the other day, didn't he? You won't be hearing that kind of stuff. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. You could trust them. They're good. They'll see you through the entire process. realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray returns.
And we've got some hot new COVID tech for you. It's wearable, and it constantly tracks you. Won't that be nice?
But do you want to be safe?
Well, sure I do.
Do you want to help out everyone else stay safe?
Of course I do. Huh.
Okay, good.
I mean, this is critical. In Rochester, Michigan, Oakland University is preparing to hand out wearable devices to their students that log skin temperature once a minute.
I mean, that's what the NFL is wearing, right?
Are they?
It's the same stuff with the contact tracing and making sure that they're all close and who they were standing next to at practices and everything. So if one guy comes down with it, they can go back and they follow all that in. Yeah,
that is wonderful.
That's good.
It's wonderful.
Right?
I know.
Wonderful. Maybe they could use that at the University of Utah, where the godless animals haven't been able to play a single game yet this year.
And to your point, Jeffy, as terrible as that sounds, we want football, right?
I know.
We want football.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
What's your trade-off,
And you look at a school like Utah, where they could have played, 3 games by now? I think some Pac-12 teams have played 3. They've played 0. And their game this upcoming weekend is in peril again. And so what it's gotten to the point where they want to play a game so badly that the Pac-12 has now said, okay, you remember when we said we'll only play conference opponents? Not so much. We might change it. We'll change that. So if you can get the game with BYU next week when your game's canceled, yeah, go ahead and play that.
Wow.
They're talking about it. That could happen. That would be awesome. But we'll see. Anyway, back to the COVID situation here. In Plano, Texas, employees at the headquarters of Rent-A-Center recently started wearing the proximity detectors that log their close contacts with one another and can be used to alert them to possible virus exposure. So I guess you put these on, and then you get within 6 feet of somebody. Whoop! Whoop!
Yeah.
Whoop!
Well, you hope that's it, because otherwise it's
we're not
COVID alert. COVID alert.
We're not far from that. We're not far from it.
Yep.
In Knoxville, Tennessee, students at the University of Tennessee football team tuck proximity trackers under their shoulder pads during games.
Yeah, so that they know where they're at, the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. During the game? Allowing the team's medical director to trace which players may have spent more than 15 minutes near a teammate or an opposing player. You got to love this.
Between that and your cell phones, take COVID out of it. This is the future, man.
Take COVID out of it. That's all about COVID, Keith. Don't start to try and turn this into something else. This is about health and safety of Americans and other citizens around the world.
Anybody think the Mark of the Beast is impossible now? Anybody think that's impossible?
Oh, you got the video? Oh, you're going to love this video. Oh, this is
one?
right up your alley. This guy. Did we have that video ready, Daniel?
Oh, this one.
The last one we got?
Letter in the alphabet.
Look at this.
O is 15.
Okay.
R is 18.
18.
It's 15.
O is
You just
15
did it.
again.
15. Yeah. Took him a minute.
Yeah.
But
Well, he's getting there.
1.
Okay, so what do you do?
You add all these numbers up.
Divided by
Equal out
you
to
get
66.
Okay.
There's 6 letters in Corona.
Oh, boy.
Check the math.
So if you take that number.
Okay.
Right.
So there. Are we done now?
Divide that by 2020.
Oh, that's our year right now.
You'll get.
Oh, boy. And then.
No, you won't.
330.
Come on now. No. No.
Go to Joe 30330.
I'm sorry, what?
Go to Joe 30330.
You got to post that video. That's amazing. People love to share that with people, with their friends and family and coworkers.
I mean, facts are facts.
Yeah, look at this.
Facts are facts.
So, anyhow.
Watch that be eliminated by Twitter, though.
Oh, it might be.
Watch them put a stop to that.
What are the facts that would be disputed there?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
It doesn't equal 6.
Right.
No, you can't do it that way. Your math is incorrect because you didn't use Common Core.
The numbers equated to these letters aren't factual.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
This wasn't Common Core math.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Okay, so we'll be tweeting that out at Pat Unleashed.
What are the odds?
Isn't that fun?
Isn't it? It's fun. Yeah, that was.
Thanks for sending that to me this morning, someone.
Actually is very fun.
I missed who that was. Sorry.
Also,
what if it's true?
What if it's true? Yeah,
what if it's true?
Well, yeah. Then you just elected the beast.
Wait. Hold on. Breaking news. Again, you never know what you're going to get in this program. We apparently are revealing the beast on Pat Gray Unleashed this morning.
True.
And it's...
You just elected the beast
Joe
president
Biden
of the United
is
States.
Okay. Boy, 2020. You are outdoing yourself at every turn.
I'm just saying if it's true.
Right.
Right. I'm not saying it is true, but if it's true, we just elected the beast. Don't worry about it, though.
We just present facts on this program. You can do what you want with them.
Right.
Fine. Quit your whining.
So I don't make universal law. I just live by it. That's all.
Thank you.
Also, we've got this wonderful little tidbit. Mouthwashes containing 0.07% of this ingredient, cetylpyridinium
you got it.
chloride,
cetylpyridinium chloride.
shows promising signs of reducing COVID-19 in saliva.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
What?
So do I need to gargle or swallow?
No, you
How many times have you heard that?
swallow
in your life?
mouthwash.
Anyway.
Preliminary findings from research conducted at Cardiff University found that mouthwashes containing 0.07% of that ingredient are promising. They have yet to be peer-reviewed, and they come ahead of a 12-week clinical trial at the University Hospital of Wales that will investigate whether the over-the-counter mouthwash can reduce the levels of COVID-19 in patient saliva. Now, that's been rumored for quite a while on the internet, that mouthwash cures COVID-19. There might actually be some kernel of truth in it.
And who knows if it cures it, but it may, if it's in your blood for a short period of time, it may kill that particular strand, right? Which would be great.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean,
interesting.
we've got 9 companies. 2 have come forward saying they're creating they've got the vaccine. They're in the final phases. Things are looking good. One company has said that it's I think 92 or 93%. And one
what came
company
out
said
was
90, right?
If I could correct your thinking here. Pfizer.
So if we put the 18-minute together along with the 7-minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Thank you.
Pfizer said theirs was 90% effective. Moderna came out and said theirs is 94.5% effective.
Oh.
Now, Pfizer has come back and said, oh, wait, ours isn't 90% effective. It's 95%.
Oh, yeah.
Do I hear 96?
Screw you, 95.8. Do I hear 95.8? 96.1. 96.1. Sold to 97.2.
There's 9 companies, right? There's 7 more that can come out now and get us to 99.9999999.
That's amazing. I mean, Pfizer, the story didn't have any backing in that. Wait, how did you just go from 90 to 95?
It was a rounding error.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Boy, this year, I tell you, isn't it fun?
It's crazy.
Can we get to Christmas yet? Is it Christmas time?
Apparently,
Are we there?
well, the Christmas tree just arrived at Rockefeller Plaza in New York City, and I guess that's kind of the official start, isn't it?
It's all good now. Look at that. There it is.
That could not be the real tree, right? It just can't be.
Oh, no, wait. What are you doing?
It just can't be the real tree.
You're ripping it apart. It's just this year.
They tore some of the branches off already somehow.
What a
That's
year.
great.
What a great year. I mean, can we have anything this year?
It just can't be.
Come on.
I do miss New York, though. I do miss New York, and there's one guy that brings me. I saw a couple of videos from him that he's in New York, and it made me think, man, do I miss New York?
You miss it?
With Buddy the Rat.
Yeah.
Have you seen my man Buddy the Rat?
Yeah, this guy's something else, man.
He is awesome.
What a loser, man. The guy's dressed up as a rat.
Buddy the Rat goes around the city.
Walking onto all fours onto the subway in New York.
And he travels the streets.
Do we know why he's doing this?
Because he's a freak of nature who lives in the city.
Has he always done this, or is this like a first?
It's one of his creations.
Okay, that's great.
The Buddy the Rat is one of his creations. See, he carries a big fake pizza around.
Okay, watch this video of him with the pizza. What a loser.
Really good.
It's really good?
Really good.
Where's the pizza?
Oh, yeah, this is great. This guy walking down the stairs is New York.
Yes! You're right. He jumps over the
I just got to go.
rail.
I don't have time for this.
So what's his name again?
I just got to go.
Buddy the Rat?
Yeah, Buddy the Rat.
Dragging a piece of pizza with his mouth up the stairwell at the subway.
This Jonathan Lyons is the real guy's
That's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he's got lots and lots of friends.
He works in theater and puppetry.
And
so this is like performance art for New Yorkers,
yes,
I guess.
Wow, that's
great.
Oof.
That's really good.
All the ladies love those videos.
Guy's never kissed a girl in his life.
Right.
Never.
But he's got pizza in his mouth, Pat.
Yeah.
He drags a big piece of foam
and he
pizza
dresses up like
up
a
the
rat.
Stairs.
Yeah, it's really
really
good.
I do not miss that city, Jeffy.
I do.
I do too.
Man.
I do too. Sometimes I never thought I would, but I look back on that time.
I know.
Pretty fondly.
Me too.
So, no. What are you gonna do?
Me too.
What are you gonna do?
I
love
Escape.
Texas, though.
That's what you're gonna do. Escape.
Yeah, and we did. And so here we are.
Yeah.
But Buddy's still there.
Shoot.
he
Buddy
is.
the Rat is
Can
still
we
there.
work on getting him to Dallas?
No, we can't.
Wow,
I don't think there's any flights.
That's a quick answer.
Maybe the Max.
Yeah.
Maybe the Max 737.
He loves New York way too much. He's he's already communicated that to me psychically, so I can put the kibosh on that.
And he
by
just
the way,
did.
That's a word that we got to get into tomorrow, as well as several others.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.